I was trying to tell you guys, man.
I want some rest. Are we having fun yet?
We're taking a time machine, okay? A way back machine. We have to talk about this. Now, before we do, I just want to say I'm really sorry about the fan. It is so hot in here. I literally have the AC on and it's not enough, dude. I got a fan just blowing into the mic. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do at this point. So I'm sure you guys can hear it, or at least when I get quiet, you can hear it. All right, but that's besides the point. What I really want to talk about is this. Nope, Clan the Merch Fan. I'm sorry, guys. Listen, if you want to support the channel, link in the description for it, clanthemerchfan.com. Support your boy. I just released this one. Hopefully you like it. Some people have said, yeah, dude, it's really dope. And if you like it, hey, man, go grab yourself a shirt, okay? Yeah, let's go grab your shirt. I just had a big batch of shirts that I just sent out, and it was... I held up the line. Like, they were pretty angry. And it was near closing, too. And it was like 6 people behind me. They were really pissed off. But I don't care. I have to give it out to you guys. Like, I got to get it out to you, man. Who cares? All right, let's go ahead and talk about this. All right, the reason why I'm talking about Kawhi. That's a segue for you, right? All right, so we're talking about Kawhi Leonard. And the reason being is because I want to make some type of comparison between what the Spurs were asking for Kawhi Leonard at the time and what they actually got for DeJounte Murray. So I still kind of see this argument here and there, not as much as before, but I still kind of see it, okay? If it wasn't for DJ literally sending out a comment saying, hey, screw San Antonio, I'm sure people will still be talking about it. A lot of people, but you know, some people came down their senses, but there's still a few that think that the San Antonio Spurs didn't get enough for DeJounte Murray, and they didn't necessarily contextualize the fact that it wasn't just an all-star. It's an all-star reserve that you got 4 picks from. Now, the reason why I wanted to bring this up is because I went back to 2019, and this was actually sent to me by Swish Hill, so shout out to my boy. And it says Lakers did make an effort to trade for Kawhi Leonard, but Spurs asked for a lot. Now, let's go ahead and read this, and this is mind-blowing for me anyways. There was one interesting question Leonard had for Magic. Did you guys try to trade for me when I was in San Antonio? And the answer was yes, but because it was Greg Popovich and the San Antonio Spurs and our history, they were asking for 2,000 draft picks. Well, not 2,000, like 4 draft picks, first round draft picks. And we just couldn't do that. And that was one of his questions. Dude, I'm going to say this right off the bat. I know that we don't necessarily like love Kawhi Leonard around here, but Kawhi Leonard, he's leagues ahead of DeJounte Murray. At this time, okay, 2019, at this time, teams truly believed that they could win a championship with Kawhi Leonard. Obviously, it happened. But they did believe they could win with him because not only was he one of the top players in the NBA, by many, and I was one of them, I consider Kawhi Leonard the best player of the NBA. Every time he played against KD, not necessarily locked him down all the way, but he made him struggle. Same thing with Steph Curry, same thing with LeBron James, and he would just shoot at ease. He was an absolute maniac at the time. Legitimate superstar getting ready to win a championship with the San Antonio Spurs. This was the type of player that the Spurs were trading, and they couldn't get 4 draft picks out of him. Now, I know that the context is slightly different. The Spurs and DeJounte Murray was more or less on the hush-hush when it came to DeJounte wanting out, and that definitely helped the stock. That definitely helped the Spurs and DJ get to where he wanted to get to, right? And I understand that with the Kawhi Leonard situation, it was a little bit more drama, so teams weren't necessarily going to throw it out, and him being a 1-year rental. But even with that being said, I don't think that there's that much of a difference when it comes to a player like DeJounte, or I mean, it is a big difference when it comes to a player like DeJounte Murray, who has 2 years on his contract, and a superstar like Kawhi Leonard. Like, it is mind-blowing that the Spurs were able to get 4 draft picks, first-round draft pick, well, 2 first-round draft picks in particular, okay, we don't know, but 2 first-round draft picks and 4 draft picks in total for DeJounte Murray. That is not normal. He was an all-star reserve, and they got as much as they could out of him. He wasn't a finals MVP like Kawhi Leonard, okay? He didn't take the San Antonio Spurs to a championship. He wasn't one of the highest scoring players in the NBA. Kawhi Leonard was at the top of his game. I mean, he's still great, but he was at the top of his game at that time, and the San Antonio Spurs couldn't even get that out of him. So the fact that Brian Wright was able to finesse his way past Atlanta Hawks and get that much, it's crazy. It's insane. And I think that they really need to give, or I think Spurs fans, some Spurs fans need to give way more credit to the Spurs front office right here. Some people say I'm just a homer. Oh, dude, you just going to cheer for whatever the front office does. No, literally, there's not much for me to criticize. I've criticized plenty of things about the front office before. I've criticized the lack of playing Derek White. I've criticized the contract that we gave Pau Gasol. I criticized plenty of things in the past where I'm like, oh, what are we doing here? Even the Luka Samanic thing, it was probably kind of a reach. I know that was more so RC, but that was kind of a reach. But I've criticized things, but I could sit back right now and say, you know what? This is in a direction, and this is a really good direction. Dude, I stumbled over my words. This is a really good direction. So I'm proud of the Spurs. I think they're going in a really good road. They took a really good road. And yeah, I think that we need to give them some praise for getting 4 draft picks out. That is not normal, okay? It's not normal. But anyways, all right, let's go ahead and get out of here. Once again, Clan the Merch fan, if you guys like anything, please feel free to head on over to the merch store, man, and get yourself something, okay? I should release this one pretty soon. I'm not sure yet. I got like 4 more that's being worked on. I'm doing too many of them. I probably need to chill, but I won't. All right, I'll get with you guys later, man. Until next time, deuces.